give us a sense, if you would, of just the growth in China, say in the last decade, and yeah.
Yeah, China is a unique case right now because it's among all the nuclear weapon states, it's the country that comparatively is increasing its arsenal the most. It's a very broad modernization that's been going on for over a decade, but especially over the last sort of 5 years, we've seen a boom, if you will, both most dramatically illustrated by construction of more than 300 missile silos in the desert. This is a program of a scale that we have never seen China do before. And you literally have to go back to sort of the days in the 60s and 70s when the Soviet Union and the United States were competing and building vast, you know, uh, inventories of missile silos. We haven't seen anything of this magnitude before. So China has clearly departed sort of a long-term policy of a minimum deterrent to something bigger. We don't know where it's going to go. That they don't talk much about it, and it's really hard to get a conversation going with the Chinese on these matters.
What do you think their motivation is? I'll ask you, Hans, and anybody else who has a thought.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a mix. They very clearly are reacting to a decree from the leadership, President Xi, that China by the middle of this century has to be a world class military power. That includes, of course, building up nuclear forces. But there are other issues too, such as reacting to what they see as a significant threat from US, potentially Russian, and also Indian military forces against their ability to respond with nuclear weapons if necessary. And under the hood, there might be sort of new missions trying to escalate or control escalation. We don't know many details about that. So it's a portfolio of these types of factors.
Let me ask you this before I ask the others to respond. We know that Russia has highly developed tactical nuclear weapons, U.S. less so. Where does China stand on that?
Not so much. I mean, they have regional weapons, but they don't have tactical nuclear weapons designed for nuclear battlefield scenarios, so to speak. Those were the scenarios that really led to the Soviet and the U.S. development of tactical nuclear weapons during the Cold War. Uh, their issue is more about where are the targets for potential weapons, and some of those targets are in the region near them. They don't need intercontinental weapons to hit them, so they have medium range system for those type of targets.
So, Sarah, when you were writing your book, I know you had incredible access. China must have come up in some of your conversations. What did you hear?
Yes, I mean, I think all of the nuclear states are kind of responding to each other's modernization, upgrade, and expansion programs, and just trying to keep up with each other and surpass each other in the event that they do decide to use nuclear weapons, and also if they do not, to uphold their deterrent forces. And so it does kind of become the arms race that my colleagues were describing as they all try to keep up with the nuclear Joneses out there in the world.